Hello everyone, this is Beware the Q. Trying something a bit different this time. I've decided to do an unscripted video. So this one's going to be off the cuff, just improvised as I go along. Something that I've not done before. Usually my videos are a bit more, well, not polished as such, but you know, this video is going to be about as basic as it gets really, with minimal editing and just me, sort of a stream of consciousness kind of thing. So basically, this is the topic of this video is something that you may or may not have heard about. You probably have, if you're interested in alien life and the kinds of things that this channel deals with. And basically, yep, the topic of this video is this little guy here. Now, this is alleged to be alien remains that were found in Peru by a self-described UFO expert named Jaime Maussan. I believe he's a Mexican scientist. So he says that these remains that he's found are not of this Earth. They're alien life forms. Now, first things first is this Jaime Maussan, he's been busted before in the past. I think in 2017 or 2018 for, trying something similar. He found remains that turned out to be the remains of, dead children from their 1,000-year-old dead child remains. And, this is, it's crazy that he's, trying this again, to be honest, because, the balls on this guy. If he's been busted for this before, in the past, trying to pass off, the remains of dead children as alien remains, he's doing it again, like 5-6 years later, whatever it is. It could be that, we'll in this video, we'll talk about why, whether it could be real, whether it could be fake. I have to say that for me, when I first saw the photos, I must admit I was quite excited. I was hoping that they would be real, really hoping. But, you have to think critically about these things. There was straight away that nagging kind of thought in my head that, yeah, this is probably a forgery, this is fake. So, but I was excited, I wanted it to be real. I really wanted it to be real, but my more sane half of my brain was saying, no, it probably isn't. Certainly, if it was real, I don't think it would have been splashed around on all the mainstream, media news outlet websites. And that itself is probably a reason not to take it seriously, but we won't get into that here. So basically, yeah, it's most likely not real, just based on this guy's history, to be honest. I put up a poll on the website, on YouTube, asking the question, is it real, is it fake, what do you think? And on the poll at the moment, I think there's about 13 hours left to go at the time of recording this, and it's at what is it? Let's see, I'll just check the community post. So right now, with 13 hours left, 8% people think it's real and 92% think it's fake. And I'm afraid I have to come down on the side of thinking it's fake. But why would this guy do this? Why would Jaime Maussan, why would he keep trying, playing the same trick over and over again? If he's tried to pass off the remains of dead children from 1,000 years ago, mummified remains from Peru, from a millennia ago. Why is he trying to do it again? What's it? I guess this could be some pretty genius sort of marketing, like a way of getting his name out there. It's like, is he trying to become sort of known for this? I haven't really looked into what his credentials are or anything like that. He's a self-described UFO expert, that's self-described are the keywords there. What? Why? I suppose it is a good way of getting your name out there in a way. It's like, if he does become known for, here's Jaime again, that rascal. He's got some more alien remains. He's gonna, he's gonna keep doing this over and over again. Maybe just as a marketing ploy, to be honest. It could, in this age of, all this noise on the internet. I'm not going to get into a whole tangent on that, but it's constant noise. Everybody's screaming for your attention. You've got to come up with some pretty ingenious ways of getting yourself noticed. So maybe that's what he's doing here. It could be his ambition to join the Ancient Aliens crowd, the Giorgio Tsoukalis and all those guys. Maybe this is just his way of getting himself noticed. It could be that. And I suppose, apart from taking this guy's history into account, that would be enough to dismiss this as an obvious forgery, obvious fakery. There's also the fact that, and a few people have brought this up in the comments on the 2 community posts that I did, and that's the fact that these remains, they just look too stereotypical. It's like this is supposed to be the first time we've seen alien remains, the real deal. And it just looks like so many things that we've seen before. It looks like dead E.T. It looks like the Greys. It's got the everything you imagine or an unimaginative person would think aliens look like. It's got the skinny body, the big head, and it just looks really humanoid. Which I guess there are arguments for both sides. Would aliens have to become fairly humanoid to get by? They'd have to develop the appendages, the hands to be able to, manipulate tools and manipulate their environment, use tools, I should say. And then there's the other side that says, well, it's alien. It's alien. It's going to be completely alien. It's going to be something that we probably can't even imagine. So there's no way it's going to look like just a strange-looking little person like these ones do. So that's another reason why you could discount these as being fake, like straight out of the gate. Now, reasons that it could be real, honestly, I'm struggling to think of any reasons of how this could be real. I mean, apparently they're going to be... These remains are going to be divvied up between several scientists. I mean, that's the other thing. How does he expect to get away with this when the first thing that's going to happen is these supposed remains, they're going to be, they're going to be chopped up, they're going to be examined, they're going to be x-rayed, they're going to be, tissue samples are going to be taken. How on earth does he expect to get away with it if he is honestly trying to get away with it? It could be that if he's even, moderately sane, he would know that he's not going to get away with this for very long. The lab results are going to come back and say these are human remains from, a child from, like I said before, 1,000 years ago from Peru, or it could be some strange mishmash that he's made from various body parts. Getting a bit gruesome here. I won't go too far down that rabbit hole. There's all kinds of ways that he could have put this together. If it's fake, it could be real. That would be really. I would be really happy to be proven wrong on that point. I would really like for these to be real. If they are real, I would be absolutely over the moon to be proven wrong. I want them to be real. Really want them to be real. But they probably aren't. I hope they are. But they're probably not. And supposing they are real, it's like I said before that they look too stereotypical. But what if, the world's governments, we're going to get into some, conspiratorial territory here. But what if governments have known about these things for a very, very long time? People have been spotting UFOs in the sky for decades. What if there is something to it? What if governments have known about these things for a very long time, and with them looking so stereotypical, it's because they were trying to sort of soften us up in a way. If they wanted to eventually reveal their existence to us, but do it in a way that wouldn't cause panic, like, when H.G. Wells back in the day, his radio broadcast of War of the Worlds, apparently there were people shooting guns into the sky, and there was, I don't think there was actually mass panic like people, like the myth that people like to perpetuate. I think it was only a handful of people, but, a handful of people shooting bullets into the sky, not something that you want. So maybe maybe they thought, we'll spend decades getting the idea into people's heads, and we'll put out so many, films and TV series and documentaries about alien sightings and get this image into people's heads way ahead of time. And then when it does come time to actually show people the real thing, it'll be like, seen it before, I've seen that a million times. That's probably, lots and lots and lots of people. I mean, 92% of voters on my poll at the moment are saying this thing is fake. And that's probably because if this angle is to, if we're just going to go with this and say they've been trying to prep us for this reveal, this, for the powers that be, this thing's fake now. This is a preferable kind of reaction for them than people going, oh my God, an alien, I'm going to go crazy and, start burning down cities and stuff like that. This reaction, this kind of meh reaction, is preferable for them. So maybe that's what their plan was all along, if that was their plan. I don't think it was, but, it's just we have to explore lots of different angles here. Another angle to be explored could be that these remains are in fact real, but they're not alien. I said before about possibly being children's ones, but what if, now on my poll there is a guy who commented, Marcus Blackwell, who said something interesting. It could be that these are just a strange sort of side evolution of humanity. We do have, there's pygmies in the world today, that, very, very small people in certain parts of the world. It could be something like that, and maybe over time the remains have just shrunk even more. So I don't know if you've seen a photo of these remains. There is a picture with, people also in the picture. So that gives you a frame of reference for just how small these remains are. It could be that it's, something like that. I don't know. I'm not really. It was an interesting thought, but I'm not really convinced by that either. I just thought I'd get it out there, as it's another possibility. Probably more of a possibility than actual aliens. Another user has commented on the first post that I did, saying, this is Banda Song, user Banda Song, says, saw these like 10 plus years ago in the Mexican science magazine Muy Interesante, and the guy is basically Mexican ancient aliens man. So yeah, that's what I said at the start. He may be trying to join the ancient aliens crowd, get his name out there, try and get himself a TV show or something. Combat Wombat has commented and says, if Jaime Maussan is involved in any way, fake. That dude believes anything. Also, great papier-mâché skills on these dolls. Seems like I've never actually heard of this Jaime Maussan before, so, I mean, he is known. He's been known for a few years by the looks of it. But I've never heard of the guy before until this, so I couldn't possibly comment, but it sounds like he is a bit of a fraudster, to be honest. So I guess we can, sadly, very sadly, just go ahead and say that this thing is just another forgery by the great deceptor Jaime Maussan. So it's a shame. I really wish it was real. So, I mean, you know what? Leave a comment with your thoughts. It could be that more stuff comes to light, and it may be a boy that cries wolf kind of situation where he's faked stuff in the past, but now he actually has found something genuine. I mean, it's possible. It's unlikely, but possible. So, I hope this video has been okay for you to listen to. I don't usually do unscripted, so there was probably a few too many ums and ahs. I'll try and work on that if I decide to do more unscripted videos. The reason I decided to do this one unscripted is because I'm a bit pushed for time. You know, I've been absent from YouTube for about a month now. I've been moving into a new house. Most of my time has been taken up with DIY and painting and putting up shelves, buying furniture from places and all that sort of thing. So it's taken up a lot of my time. I'm trying to get back into making videos now. I just haven't had the time to really write anything. I am writing something. I'm writing an analysis on that story by Walter John Williams called Dinosaurs. I did an audio reading of that about a year ago. That's on the channel, so, you know, feel free to check that one out if you want to hear it before you hear my analysis. That'll probably be out sometime next week. I'm still writing it. I'm about halfway through. Thank you for listening. Thank you for bearing with me. Like I said, I don't usually do off-the-cuff type stuff. I hope it was at least somewhat bearable for you to listen to. So anyway, thank you for listening once again. Don't forget to hit the like button, leave a comment, share the video, subscribe if you haven't already. This has been Beware the Q, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care.